Hey guys, this is Impact Hall of Famer Gail Kim, and you are watching the Countdown City WrestleCast.
What's up, heels and baby faces? Welcome to another episode of the Countdown City WrestleCast. I'm your host, JC. With me is my beautiful wife, Tina.
Hola. I don't know what just happened.
Over here, we got Mike. And the guy who can't stop laughing is Tommy.
Yosh.
Yosh.
Yep.
All right.
Shut up.
Is that like
Skadoosh.
Skadoosh.
All right.
Skadoosh. Our Twitter account is at @CCG_WrestleCast.
I don't know where it's gonna be.
Subscribe to the Countdown City
I'm assuming
YouTube
here.
channel.
Somewhere
Yeah,
over
right
there.
Nice little break
There.
we got. We're back to preview Ring of Honor Final Battle and WWE TLC.
Ring of Honor final show? What?
You know, that's...
I hope not, but
I'm just
man.
Yeah, it's
But
looking that
you're
way.
not wrong, though.
I mean,
not.
yeah.
And briefly touch on NWA Into the Fire. Like, briefly.
Yeah, we'll quickly mention that. You're more than welcome to.
Yeah.
Now, real quickly, though, we had a nice little fun with social media here. Tommy got asked a question on his Instagram story, I believe.
Yeah, because I never figured out how it worked until the other day. I was like, hey, this is how this works.
Yeah,
yeah.
Apparently somebody asked him, I don't know who.
I'm going to bet Ted.
I'm going to bet that it was Steady for the Geekcast.
I assumed it was him.
Which WrestleCast member would you want as a tag team partner? And you picked
Mike.
Mike.
Yeah.
All right. Lo and behold, Manny, who happens to run the Goods podcast, said, that's a tough choice. If I'm going high-flying, athletic, maybe Tommy. If I'm going power, I'm going Mike. Cerebral, JC, or Tina. Yeah, they're all great. Now,
And then as soon as I read it, I told JC, I was like, high flying?
I mean,
We all
so
know how
I
that went.
replied, okay, we've all seen that high-flying and athletic. Don't exactly describe Tommy. Am I right? At RCW Forever.
no.
And
No.
Look, don't you dare make fun of my tag team partner.
RCW liked the tweet. That's all I'm going to say.
Mike,
Goods laughed at it.
wouldn't your choice
Geekcast
be
laughed at it.
JC? He's your best friend.
I mean, yeah, we'd be like the team that's known each other the longest.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I would be the guy who came in and broke up the friendship
Let's
and
be real.
and caused the heel turn.
Let's be
for
real.
Mike.
I got back problems. I'd probably be the valet. So, yeah.
That's
You
fine.
yeah, you can be the valet.
But
you can talk
we
shit.
can be a stable.
if I wanted
You
someone
were
to
the
just-
manager for Mercedes Martinez
A
and Melissa
long
Flash
time.
once.
Oh, don't do that, JC, because now we're going to get
Once.
into the Shimmer DVD story. Come on.
I was not.
Sorry, buddy. Sorry, tag team partner.
Oh, my God.
Let's switch the table back around, damn it. I don't want to look at his face anymore.
And Tommy changed his mind.
Yeah. All right. Well, we just had a little fun here, kind of break the ice a bit. If you need a good laugh today, though, I do highly recommend checking out Wrestler's Court that was on Impact Wrestling today because Joey Ryan was put on trial, and his closing argument is just pure
It's
gold.
Joey Ryan. At this
Yeah.
point, if you
It
don't
was
find
gold.
it funny, I don't know what else to tell you. I really don't.
I
man.
thought the funniest thing I was going to see on wrestling this week was the Street Profits doing the Monday after the weekend
Jesus.
update on Raw.
Oh
was
my
pretty
God,
that
funny.
was really.
fun.
But
I
this
actually,
the Wrestler's
that was
Court might
really
have taken the cake,
Honestly,
so.
that's the best way they've run up, gone over a card at the last minute that they've done in a while.
Yeah.
also,
I hope they continue that.
Yeah.
I'm loving how, as much as I hate this Rusev, Lana, Bobby Lashley storyline, how much I'm loving Rusev coming out of this. I hate the
Yeah.
storyline. I'm loving Rusev. It's like the cares, the F's he's given in this are just zero at this point. He's
Yeah.
like, you know
Yeah.
what? Screw it. I'm just gonna laugh at this whole thing.
I mean,
This
it's
is
giving
so
him
stupid.
it's giving him in a weird way a good push.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because she brought up Rusev Day and the crowd. I was like, Rusev Day's back. I'm so happy.
Which is weird considering how hard WWE tried to kill it.
They tried so hard and it just okay.
Gotta let it go.
I mean, it's coming up, the actual day.
The actual day.
And I will say that I
don't
actually
know the day, it's Christmas.
I dig Seth Rollins' heel turn.
His birthday.
Yeah.
It's
Like-
every day.
Well, before we get into the WWE
yeah,
discussion, we got to start with Ring of Honor. Yeah. We talked about last time and you kind of joked the final show. Is this it for Ring of Honor?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I mean, I don't think literally this show.
I don't-
No, I don't think so either. But with all they got going on, they need a good showing here. To
My
get people's
only
minds off of it.
my only scary thing is that even if it's a good show with all stuff going on, I mean, and I just found this DVD because I had the other day. I actually like ECW Guilty as Charged 2001. That was a great show.
Yeah,
but it was like their last pay per view. Like 3 weeks later, they were closed.
That's true.
And the thing is though, it's just the more and more stuff that comes out, it's like they're just doing it to themselves.
It is.
It's like, they keep saying, oh, this person will make millions of dollars. This person will make millions of dollars. When did you ever have that? And the only time you ever did was because that half of that money is probably coming from Japan.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, they just can't pay. So,
Yeah.
but we're gonna get into starting with. We're gonna kind of run through this because they put 10 matches on the card. Like literally, there was 8 up until yesterday when they announced 2 more, and the 2 that they announced are probably gonna end up on the pre-show. Which, lo and behold, they are gonna have an hour pre-show.
Interesting.
Can you believe that?
Very interesting.
Yes.
because Tony Khan's going to show up and announce he bought Ring of Honor.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. Just gonna check that real quick. Rhett Titus versus Kenny King.
Didn't these guys used to be the All Night Express?
Express,
Right?
yeah.
Okay, I was like,
Yeah,
So
no,
they are
no,
wrestling each
no.
other.
I said the same thing.
I was looking at that like, they sound familiar.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So we'll try and go through this quickly because we got a lot to cover. Who is picking Kenny King? Tommy, Mike.
Not gonna lie, I'm not really up with most. I mean, I know these people, but
I
I
don't know
haven't
either
been following
ones.
feuds.
I don't know
so-
either one, so I'll go with y'all.
Okay. I think we're all going to go with Kenny King.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with
actually.
Kenny
So he's kind of been the, I guess you could say the heel coming out of the
2
story.
guys, 1 tag.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that's right. Our next match, Silas Young
I
and
have-
Joshua.
I have
What kind of name is
questions.
that?
That is literally their tag team name. 2 guys, 1 tag.
So
Ew.
I know.
I think we all.
Yeah,
know,
that's what.
Right.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna go with Dalton Castle.
Yeah, I figured you would anyway because it's Dalton Castle.
So I did. Was it
Without the
supposed to
boys.
be like they only need 1 tag to win, and then that's
I have no idea.
I don't.
You know what, Tommy?
This has skipped me.
that
I don't
idea
know.
has millions of dollars written all over it.
Oh yeah.
By the way, congratulations to the boys.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
Oh
right.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, in a
It's
world
such a good
where
performance.
clearly Maria Manic and Shea Taylor can't make millions of dollars, the tag team of 2 guys, 1 tag, that's gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
They bring glasses to the.
Is anybody actually taking 2 guys, 1 tag in this?
No, just because they've been on social media pushing Joe Hendry, I'm going with him and Dalton Castle.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
Same for me. It's unanimous there. All right.
Yo.
We're going all the way with these first 2. Now, I figured those first 2 are going to be on the pre-show because they're the most recently ones announced.
Yeah.
The rest of these, they have been pushing hard. Dan Maff versus Jeff Cobb. I think I already know who Mike's going with.
Yeah, ride or die with Jeff
I
Cobb.
figured so.
I don't know the other guys, so Jeff Cobb.
All right.
That's kind of how it goes with me.
Yeah, I'm going with Cobb too. What about you, Tommy? Dun, 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 dun.
I'm very conflicted because for one, I thought Dan Moff retired. I know he got blackballed for a while.
He's back.
Yeah.
They're taking whatever they can get.
I don't want to say it, but you,
Yeah, but you're not wrong.
I don't know.
But
what it is, to be honest.
yeah, I'll go with Cobb. I think they're doing their best to keep him around because he just got back from the World Tag League. So they're like, please God, don't leave.
he's better suited in New
That's
Japan.
gotta be depressing for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, I was in Japan doing this awesome thing. Oh, good.
Oh.
Oh, I got to come back to Ring of Honor where there's drama.
Yeah.
Flamita and Bandito. I feel like you need to have like a combined name for them, like Flamito or Flandito. I don't know.
Bendita.
Bandita.
Wait, who's Flamita?
I don't know. It's another luchador.
He's really good. I followed him because he debuted in PWG I think last
I
year.
don't know why I would think it was a girl, but
No.
it's 'cause of the-
Well, yeah,
I was like, 'cause it ends in A.
at first,
Yeah.
it's feminine, yeah.
At first, with the name, I thought it was a girl too. So until I saw the match, and then I was like, oh, I mean, there's a guy, okay.
okay.
And then I saw him wrestle. He's like in the vein of Bandito with his high flying style.
So it's interesting. They are wrestling against Villain Enterprises, Marty Scurll and Flip Gordon.
Yeah, which might be his last.
Potentially with the contract rumors with Marty Scurll, he could be on the way out of Ring of Honor. They're trying to re-sign him, but all signs seem to point that he's going all elite when his contract is up.
And he's also, on a side note, like teasing all these things. Like he took a picture with
Luke Harper.
and then with
AKA Brody
some
Lee.
other people
Yeah.
teasing, stuff for.
I'm gonna go with Bandido.
Okay.
With Villain Empire, I'm gonna go with.
Mi gente.
Well, if he's gone,
I don't know because they are going to defend the tag titles the very next night.
The 6-man tag.
The 6-man tag titles.
Well, 2 nights later, actually. But yeah.
Yeah.
are they?
Oh, are they?
Yes.
Oh,
I'm
are
gonna
they?
go with Villain Enterprises. I don't know why. Just gonna do
Okay. Going with that. I'm going with Flamita and Bandido, actually. I feel like they're going to lose here. And if it's true that he is on the way out, I feel like they're going to lose those 6-man titles 2 nights later.
think so?
Yeah.
Philly, yeah. Tommy, who you got?
Flamita and Bandito.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, how the mighty have fallen. Matt Taven, earlier this year, stood on top of the ladder at Madison Square Garden. Now he's just in just a good old singles match with Vincent.
That's not Soul Train Jones, is it? Not that Vincent.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'm gonna go with Taven.
You're going with Taven. Team's
The
going
fact that they're
Taven.
going
When
with
they get a
that
choice.
name and everything
Yeah.
is just really killing me.
It's really quiet. I'm like, I'll go with it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'll go with Taven too. I don't know who Vincent is, honestly.
Yeah. Sorry, Ring of Honor. I mean, yeah, it's gonna look bad. We're a wrestling show. We don't know who a lot of these people are. You haven't really built anybody up, you know. I'm going Taven as well. Tommy, what about you?
I'm going Vincent actually.
Okay.
It's Vincent Marseglia. He was in the Kingdom with him and TK Orion with Taven TK Orion.
If anybody knows who Vincent is, Tommy.
Yeah. So basically the
Nobody
story.
knows who anyone is.
The storyline there was his whole title reign. Vincent was basically he would do like a horror. He's called the Horror King because like he would literally have red balloons fly from underneath the ring during Taven's matches.
HO.
Yeah.
Not WHO.
No. This is a family show while Edge of the Love is on the card. It's a family show.
That's why I didn't finish the word.
That's why he didn't say it.
Yeah.
So, but like after he lost the title, Vincent turned on him. So,
okay.
So this is so. I think they're trying to build up him as the next super heel, and I can't believe I'm saying this to turn Taven face. There was a series of words I never thought I'd say in a row. So I think they're good. I think even if Taven does win, it's going to be like through DQ because Vincent likes to bring an axe with him wherever he goes.
Oh, okay.
So. So if he wins, it's
Well, who doesn't?
and if he wins, it'll be because DQ
Wait, what?
because of attention. You have to worry about you now, Mike.
Can you get out of my house? No.
I'll
Oh,
take
boy.
my axe with me.
Drama.
Yikes. Yeah, go ahead.
Wait, it's here now. I'm gonna leave. Actually,
Yeah.
We'll
You guys
move
would
on
be in trouble.
to the only women's match on this card.
What a shot.
Yeah.
And let me know how you really feel, Tommy.
Angelina Love against Maria Manic. I'm gonna
don't-
come out and say Manic's gonna win this. The way they've been building her up, the way she's been chasing
She
down.
better win.
Yeah, I'm
The
gonna go with
allure.
her too.
Me
Yeah.
too.
Yeah,
Me too.
we're all going. with her, okay.
It's just I don't have okay. Let me make this clear. I don't have a problem with the match or the women in the match. They're fantastic. They're great.
Your
Don't have a
problem with
problem
Kelly Klein thing.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's all just.
It's
just-
the Kelly. It's
just
the
say
Kelly.
it.
It's the Kelly Klein issue.
I mean, I have the same issue.
I have the same issue too, and obviously she's out with an injury right now, so I don't even know if she's
Me
cleared
too.
for this show. But it is kind of messed up. Just that's the drama of that whole situation is hanging over all of this.
Yep.
And
Well, not just her either. It's like
no, I mean, but that's the main story.
yeah, it is. You're right.
You know.
That's kind of started it all, I guess you could say.
Yeah, it was someone that currently holds a title, and you're basically telling her you're letting her go. You know.
Yeah.
Just crap.
While still champion and injured. That's like the holy grail of wow. That's not
Yeah.
smart.
Wouldn't blame her if she showed up on
Rude.
Impact and dumped the
Rude.
title in the trash
Yeah.
can. So, all right, a street fight. Mark Haskins versus Bully Ray.
I have no idea who Mark Haskins is, so Bully Ray.
Bully Ray.
At least I don't think I do.
I feel like Bully Ray can only do street fights at this point. 'Cause that's all we've seen been booked in this whole year.
Yes.
So,
In his defense, at a certain point in his career, every match Raven was in was Raven's rules, so that I kind of get.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
I can't say that's stupid and be a hypocrite and say, but I still love Raven, so that'd make me a hypocrite. So
anybody else joining Tina going Bully Ray?
no, I'm going Mark
Going
Haskins.
Haskins?
Yeah,
Mike?
me too.
Are you going Haskins?
I mean, I'm assuming Bully's putting people over at this point.
I'm
right?
going Bully
You
Ray with
should.
you too, by the way.
Oh, okay. I'm at Lone Wolfing. Yay.
Yeah. Street fight is like
Take
Bully,
that how back.
Bully Ray's rules or
Oh,
something.
no, I don't know.
And since he's
how
pretty
to
much-
take that back?
How would you, or versus how?
Since Bully Ray's probably booking this shit, he's probably gonna
This
win.
is the
you
part
know.
where I say Ray roll.
Now
I
here's
didn't stand up for that crap. That whole few months y'all kept doing that. I kept like, shut up.
I'm sure he didn't like it either, but you know.
you can probably laugh.
No,
at
he
it.
probably laughed that crap off. He was like, man, that's actually kind of funny.
Here's a tough one to pick. We're getting into the title matches now.
Shane Taylor.
Television champion. Yes, Tina's going Shane Taylor. Shane Taylor
I don't know
defending
the other
against
guy.
Dragon Lee. Dragon Lee?
I'm gonna pick
you haven't seen
Dragon Lee.
You've seen him a few times.
Luchador.
I have.
Yes, you have.
Yeah, he's
The Last Dragon.
he's
No, not the last. I know that one.
Show enough.
He's actually Rudush's brother.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh,
He's La Gente.
Well, his name doesn't sound like it.
That's racist.
Really? I'm racist.
Don't start, guys.
No, I'm just saying that. I'm gonna go Dragon Lee.
All right, Mike's going Dragon Lee. You stick with Shane Taylor, Tina? Even
Oh,
after
I still
Google?
don't know that guy.
Okay, so Shane
I've
Taylor.
seen a picture and I'm like, nope, I don't know.
Now,
I
Tommy.
have it maybe once.
I knew
Sorry, mi
I
gente.
knew when it came to this, you're gonna like say my name like
Next
that.
I
time.
am
Next
going to. I'm
time.
gonna have
Next time,
to.
Dragon.
Say again.
I'm gonna have to because
Yeah.
we know here. Who you going with? Shane Taylor. Hope you're watching.
I'm going with Shane actually, and because you would call me out like that.
I would.
He's calling
Also-
the same as me. That's why.
Also,
He
there's
should say
that.
same.
There's that.
Right?
But it's also because Dragon Lee just signed a 1-year contract with NJPW. But he's going under the name.
I knew that. No,
He's going under the name Ryu Lee because
What?
he's tagging with Takahashi to be the final match for Jushin Thunder Liger.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I don't know. I don't know if this is his. I don't know if he's doing it in tandem because I really don't know if Ring of Honor and New Japan are still doing business anymore. So I don't know if this is his last date or not. So I'm going with Shane Taylor.
Based on what the AEW president said recently, we don't know, but we'll
Yeah.
get to that later in the
I
show.
should just do this every time I don't know somebody. I should just Google
Go
it.
for it. Well, you should know these next two. I'm going with Shane Taylor, by the way.
Okay.
I kind of forgot.
Tag Team
what I-
Championship: The Briscoes against Jay Lethal and Jonathan Gresham. Jonathan Gresham, by the way, you have to look him up.
Yeah, I told you I don't know. Pictures.
He's engaged to Jordan Grace.
Yeah.
I thought they were married already.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Still
Sorry.
don't know who that is.
Jordan Grace.
I know who Jordan
Okay,
Grace is.
okay.
but I
I'm gonna go with Lethal and Gresham.
know-
Mike.
never seen this.
Well, I assume you're going to go with Lethal anyway, but are you?
guy.
But I know you love the Briscoes.
I love the Briscoes too. Jay Lethal.
Lethal, okay. I am going with them
It's just
boys.
the hell like I said, Jay Lethal. That's it.
The
Just
boys are at the WWE Performance Center. She already said that. She said that earlier.
Them boys.
Pay attention,
Briscoes.
It's like
Damn
school.
it.
It's like school all over.
Yeah, no.
We explain things.
Never
and then
listen.
they
Tommy,
don't
who you
listen.
going with?
Lethal and Gresham, and here's
Okay.
why. Because this is like the one title Jay Lethal hasn't won yet.
Exactly. That's what I said.
Wow.
Except for the 6-man tag title, this is the one title he hasn't won yet. He's won the
He's gotta win this
World
one.
TV and Pure Championship.
Grand Slam champion.
And he's never really been in a tag team. If you think
No.
about it.
Well, the only time, and this is ironic, the only time he was when Samoa Joe was trying to get the tag team titles because those are the belts he hadn't had yet, and he tagged with Jay Lethal to try to get them.
I'm
And
curious.
I think it was against the Briscoes.
I'm curious if
Oh
Lethal.
man, wait. The history's gonna repeat itself. Is that what you're telling me? Damn.
No, I'm
Nah.
curious. I'm curious if Lethal wins if Joe's going to tweet something.
Probably.
He
Now that you
might.
said that. That'd
I
be
don't know.
funny.
He might.
Dang.
He's like, that son of a. And I did like one time Lethal said like because his combined reign surpassed Joe's one title reign, and they asked him about that. He's like, yeah, I mean, I surpassed Joe's reign, but he did it in one shot. Took me twice to get. Took me like I think it took me 2 or 3 times to get there.
Yeah.
He did it in one shot. So I can't be two. I was like, oh yeah, I beat his title. Yeah, it took me twice to get there. So.
And the main event of this show, ROH World Championship, Roosh defending against PCO.
This is actually hard to call.
Roosh.
I already knew Tina was going with Roosh. And
Roosh.
I am going with Roosh as well. I feel like he's like
Mi gente.
probably the next big star Ring of
Yes,
Honor
he's
has
really-
right
I
now.
really like.
They need to build something around this
They
guy.
believe that. With how
Who
they-
knows?
This is the problem.
You know,
You're
we're
right.
not
after
gonna
that-
know until text messages and
Yeah, I
emails
knew
leak
what I was gonna
again.
say. Those text messages we gotta look them
Yeah,
up.
we have to find that out.
As long as they better not ever text Joe.
There's a
Mercury.
small part of me that feels like just to get some attention and like they would put it on PCO, even if it's like for a small amount of time.
I don't know.
No.
Look, I don't care about RH. I'm going to go out on a limb. PCO.
PCO.
I'm going to pick it.
Mike's going PCO. Okay.
Just to go out on a limb.
Tommy.
Just to do it. I'll own Wolf. I don't care.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to Roosh because I think I don't know. To me, I think to me it's a combination of I don't think PCO really cares about winning the big one really all that much. I think he's more into putting over younger talent. Like honestly, to me, like
That's fair.
I think
Yeah.
I think the whole thing with the whole time he was tagging with like Brody King for Villain Enterprises was because he's wanted to help get him
Already
over.
over.
Yeah.
And I think
Which he did a good job of doing.
yeah, I think he's in this position right now is because if Marty wasn't a fluctuating thing, he would be in this position and he would win for sure.
Yeah.
But I think at this point, I don't think PCO cares that much about being world champion anymore. And you know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you know, because of course you're low a couple things. If you're right, I'm gonna be like wow. But anyway, it's like this one. I think it's gonna be Roosh because I think it's gonna be one of those hard fought fights that like is gonna pull everything out of Roosh in order to get the pin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm seeing.
That
with
would be
this one.
helpful for him.
Yeah.
I just want to be different.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
I guess that's a good reason, right? So,
Sure.
well,
I
we'll
don't have strong positive feelings for
if we ever want the front office feeling, we just have to hope somebody emails or texts Joey Mercury, and we'll get
Wow.
those information.
like
That's our preview of Ring of Honor Final
I
Battle.
don't know if you're calling him a snitch or good for what he did. I kind of feel
No, I
you're-
like what he did.
I
Oh,
like
okay.
I like what he did.
I like what he did because he's exposing how much of a
No, I got you.
dickhead
But the
they
way
got
you're
working
saying
that,
it,
you
I
know.
was just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
That great
He's exposing what the true problem is in that.
Yeah.
Yes.
and
So-
you know, you
And-
don't
and-
want us
and
exposing
sadly,
ourselves. Ghostbusters, sorry.
Yeah, I love it. Sadly, poor Delirious is doing the best he can. I think just keep the roster together and put on the best match he can with the crap
That was
he's
just
getting.
too easy. Would you say it's driving him? Never mind.
Okay. High five. All right.
Respect, my good sir.
That was Ring of Honor.
Respect.
We will move now into WWE.
Speaking of
TLC.
good storylines,
Oh yeah.
Well,
NXT. Oh.
yeah, I wish.
yeah.
Oh, not NXT. Okay.
Real
What?
quick,
You're not like
Speaking of
captivated by this
NXT,
riveting Roman Reigns and King.
the funniest thing I saw on Twitter the last 2 weeks was definitely Adam Cole
No.
doing the Britt Baker challenge.
Okay, that.
We should all do that later. Just do the.
Yeah. Oh my God. Adam Cole. First of all,
So you need to take that still of all of us that one part.
yeah.
And just take a still of it and like tweet it.
This
at
is
the
Hashtag Britt Baker challenge.
Yes.
First of all, I enjoyed.
Seriously, do it. Everybody do it. Stay still for 2 seconds. and
I'll be able to screen it for what we just did. It.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
I think we were similar to do it.
Yeah.
First of all, them making fun of it on AEW was hilarious. Putting the actual Britt Baker there, obviously, because she was the one. Even better was Adam Cole doing it and putting it on his Twitter, which was great. I was like, "Oh man, this is awesome!" And I just love that they can kind of poke fun at it.
It's,
Yeah.
it's at this point. It's
yeah,
like
everybody stop taking everything so seriously.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. At this point, it's like this running joke that is just funny. It's like, and then like people who do complain about it, I'm just like, it's just a joke. Everybody chill. It's like it's
Yeah.
just funny to me.
Yeah,
I
a
mean,
great time.
to me, it really became the joke of this
Past
whole-
week or so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because when second Adam Cole did it, I was like, okay, this joke's fantastic. I don't know what it is about him putting his stamp on a joke. It's just to me, it's just like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's cool with it. It's not a big deal.
Of course, again, I could be biased because he actually liked the tweet from my wedding. So anyway,
Hey, there you go. Now we'll go into TLC now. Getting back to what we're talking about and going from something funny to something with some of the stupidest storyline we got going on right now.
is it bad that it's like you feel bad for Roman Reigns and you're gonna say the phrase "he deserves better than this"?
He does.
It's
And I'm like, this is the dumbest build-up to a TLC match I have
It's-
ever seen.
Oh my God, yes.
It's a good thing that Russo's not there. This would have been like an Alpo can hanging on top of hanging for the TLC. Like,
Yep.
first person to get that dog food can use it. Like,
Yeah, you're.
you know I'm right.
Yeah.
Don't give him ideas, God.
You know, if it wasn't TLC, it would have been a dog kennel match. First one to throw their
Oh,
opponent in a
God.
dog kennel and close the door.
Dog collar match.
Oh, dog
Dog
kennel.
collar match.
Don't give him
good.
that much credit. Yeah.
Yeah.
A dog collar match, I would have been okay
First
with.
of all, if they keep this stupid storyline going to Extreme Rules and then do a dog collar match, I'm going to be very upset.
Yeah, but like,
I'll be upset, but I'll be like, darn it, I want to see it.
Yeah.
yeah, but like their PG version, like it'll probably break or snap at some point.
Yeah, that's
and
true too.
It won't be obviously won't be bloody.
It's made of string.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like two cans of
from
string.
dog mascots to dog food being dumped on them.
That was so
And
random.
I'm looking at this match and thinking Corbin is going to get the shit kicked out of him, and I really hope it's a
And
squash.
Same.
Yes,
I hate to say it, but I feel like Corbin, since he's won King of the Ring, has regressed like his character.
he really has.
I
So
see it,
it's
yeah.
gotten worse. Like,
The funny
more-
part is the same thing happened when he won the Andre the Giant Battle Royal that we were at WrestleMania to see. He won that. He's supposed to be on this high, and he kind of he won the Money in the Bank. You know, so
I mean, I think
people
we all
are just tired of him. Like
yeah.
I get how everybody gets mad about how Roman Reigns gets push, and all that stuff, and then Seth Rollins got push. Corbin gets push to lose all the time and to be a heel, and it's just at this point, I get it that he's really good at being like getting people pissed off, but he's just annoying now.
and
Yeah.
I know everyone
He's not
says
even. We don't even hate him. We're just annoyed by him.
yeah, it's what they call go away heat.
Yeah.
Which I get, but here's the point: when you're a heel, all they see is you have heat. That's all they care about. People hate him.
Yeah, I get it.
If you really are at a live show and you really want Corbin off your TV, or if you don't want him on TV, don't mention him on social media. Don't reference anything. Change the channel when he's on TV, or if you're in the live crowd, just be quiet.
That's the way I feel about
Because the
Stephanie
worst thing you
McMahon.
can do for what?
So that's the way I feel about Stephanie McMahon.
Well, there you go. See, if you're really intent
Call
that say
back.
that you don't want Corbin on TV, I'm just gonna throw this out there. Just be quiet when he's there.
I feel
And
like they kind of are.
that'll
Do
speak
not give
louder
any
than
attention.
the booze. Yes, don't give him the attention or that's
What
the thing.
time are we living in when we're seeing a Roman Reigns feud and no one is complaining about Roman Reigns?
Because they're actually not shoving Roman Reigns down our throats.
Wait, by the way, we're all picking him, right? We're all
I,
picking
Yes.
I
him.
think we're all picking Roman.
Like,
Okay.
but
Yes.
all.
I'm just
yes.
amazed. It's like
A-L-L.
I'm just amazed how we got here. It's like, dude, 2 years ago, no one could boo this guy more.
Maybe Vince is an evil genius. Nah,
He's evil. He is a genius when he wants to be.
Yeah.
You're like 50-50.
Yes.
Then there's the dog food.
Yeah.
That.
Poor Dolph Ziggler,
and I-
too.
This is perfect.
Yeah, poor
Everybody
Dolph
will
Ziggler.
love him again.
If the plan deep
we
down,
just throw dog food
if the
all
plan
over
deep
him.
down
is
Like,
for-
what? No.
if the plan deep down is for Roman to win the Rumble and win the title at WrestleMania against
Lesnar? I'm sorry, are we doing like this for the third out of 5 years?
No,
Like,
I would hope he jumps
The
ship
Fiend?
and challenges Seth Rollins.
oh.
That's what I would hope if he's going to win the Rumble. Of course, we're fantasy booking this ahead.
Wait, why Seth Rollins? Wouldn't it be Bray Wyatt?
Oh yeah, that is Bray Wyatt. Shit.
No, he,
Well, that's why you
no,
said
no,
jump.
No, wait, no. I see what you mean. No, if Seth Rollins could beat Brock Lesnar, because Lesnar has the title on Raw now,
Yeah.
Right.
and so Rollins could beat Lesnar, win the title,
jump to Raw.
and then Roman could win the Rumble,
How
jump
would
ship
y'all
to
feel
Raw.
if Roman's the one that beats the Fiend? Now that I think about it, you know,
Meh.
with the fans.
At the same time, how would you do that? Because right now, I feel like you made the Fiend look like he's like.
Invincible.
maybe
Unstoppable.
Rollins figures out how to turn the heat lamp off.
I
I've said that's the source of his power, and that no what better way to reveal that in Tampa at WrestleMania. I know it's usually hot there, but if you find a way to turn the heat lamp off, you're good. Fire some freaking cannons from the ship that's going to be in the end zone too.
The Blood Money show in
Pirates
Saudi
of the
Arabia, they showed how to do the red light outside, so it's possible.
Okay.
honestly, I think
Wow.
they're going to
Well,
build up
I
Daniel
forgot what it's
Bryan to
called.
come back and beat the Fiend. That's how I feel with the whole hair thing was happening.
Okay.
Maybe waiting for him would be the
We'll see.
final
You're waiting for who?
countdown.
Daniel Bryan.
Oh, if he come out to that would be-
I still feel like you should have the demon versus the Fiend.
I still
I mean,
want.
I
that
would
deep
I
down.
would like that, but I kind of like where Finn is right
yeah,
now.
like
in
I feel that
NXT.
would be
I know. I just.
I'm liking evil no makeup Finn right now. I'm liking Prince Devitt Finn Balor right now.
Yeah. Until he
No, I
comes
get
out with
that.
some new makeup, I get.
I mean,
that.
I could always see
I
him
know.
coming back for
and-
Royal Rumble.
And you're not wrong. I would love to have seen that, but right now, just what they're doing with the NXT, I'm just like, I don't want to see
What
him
if-
go back.
What if he just does the Royal Rumble, but he still stays on NXT, and then you have the crossover thing, like everybody coming to NXT, everybody coming to SmackDown or Raw, whatever.
I don't see a WrestleMania why you couldn't have Demon versus Fiend at WrestleMania, even though they're on different shows. WrestleMania seems to be the mashup.
If the Fiend loses the belt before then and they do like a cross promotion match, I would like to see that. Yeah.
Okay. Getting back to our subject though, Roman Reigns, why he's getting cheered now? They're not shoving him down our throats.
True.
They're booking it a little bit better.
True.
My one big gripe, and I'm still holding on to this: lose the damn flap jacket. I can't take it fully seriously
Look,
when you have like a freaking basically bulletproof vest that's protecting you.
The first day he does that, he's gonna get shot, and it's gonna be all your fault.
This
Wow.
show.
I don't think it's a bulletproof vest.
And with
show-
that dark statement,
was a
let's move on to
joke.
Aleister Black versus Buddy Murphy.
You called it a
Fade to
bulletproof
black.
vest, buddy.
I know.
Mike is dark today.
Oh my God. Maybe it's 'cause
Anyway.
I'm being attacked.
Who's attacking you right
I
now?
don't know.
Are we bringing back old
Watch the
stuff
footage
again?
lately.
Aleister Black versus
Did you
Buddy
just
Murphy.
say that earlier?
Oh God.
What?
Bringing back old stuff.
Hey,
Who's
we're
picking
trying to do a
Aleister Black,
show here.
everybody?
Exactly.
I'm with Black here.
Aleister Black. Okay.
I'm,
Aleister Black or Buddy
Duh.
Murphy? Huh?
Duh.
Aleister Black. Yeah. Let's face it.
I
I
think
think-
this will be Buddy Murphy's chance to shine, but he's still going to eat that black mass right across his face.
I hope it's very similar to the match he had with the Dream, where Buddy
That-
Murphy comes out looking real good from his
Yeah.
performance, but Black still gets the win.
That's still one of my favorite
Yeah.
matches.
Do they
Like,
think they'll have like a respect kind of moment too after that? Like we
some
have-
way,
yeah.
hopefully.
I hope so.
But you never know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Enjoy infamy,
Uh-huh.
Velveteen Dream. Like the look on his face was like. I love the backstage interview. He said that he said my name.
Now, I mentioned earlier the Monday after weekend update, and the greatest
Oh my
segue that they had on this was Montez Ford saying, "Speaking of monsters who have mood swings, let's talk about Lana." And I was like, "Good God!" But we're gonna use that fun segue to get into the tables match: Rusev versus Bobby Lashley.
That's kind of
So-
sexist of him.
No.
Still funny though.
was
I would never say a thing about that like that about females. That's
not to their face.
Cool.
Anyway,
He just did earlier.
whoa. What? Sounds like she's bringing up
It's
old
not on.
things.
It's
I
on.
don't
It's
know.
on. It's on video.
Oh my God.
It is on video.
anyway, the
Look,
storyline of this.
Rusev and Bobby.
Rusev and Bobby. Now the storyline of this has been when this started, we thought it was the dumbest thing. And they've kind of gotten
And it
better with
still
it.
is.
It
It
still kind of is.
but
But let's say I'll give you the divorce if I get a match against Lashley. That's how this
Rusev.
got sent. Rusev in a tables match.
yeah.
Rusev.
Oh yeah, Rusev.
Is everybody going Rusev Day on his birthday month?
Yeah, I'm
Hell
going
yeah.
Rusev Day.
Yeah.
And just like I said, I think I said this before we started recording. I just love how this is just making him look like $1 million, like in the fans' eyes at
Oddly
least.
enough.
I don't know if the Office feels the same, but because I don't think he's ever been funnier to me.
No,
Yeah.
he's great.
It's like I think to me it's like especially this past
Sorry, bro.
especially this
That was
past
funny.
Monday. It looks like to me like in his eyes he's like, this is so stupid. I'm going to just dive headfirst into this and embrace the absurdity of the storyline. And it looks like he's having the most fun with that of anybody in the ring, except for the King, who was cracking up laughing the entire time he was talking.
Oh man.
Because the King can't
Love
keep
it.
a straight face anymore.
This is one of those things where you just take what they give you and make something of it. We know that Lana has signed a new deal with the company. I don't think there's been a report that Rusev
I
has.
haven't heard one that he has. No.
Yeah. So, unfortunately, I feel like the outcome of this match may be decided on whether or not he does commit to a new contract.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah,
So,
unfortunately, yeah.
I don't
We'll
think
see.
they would do so much for him if it was the chance of him not. But I don't know.
Yeah. This is. I feel like he has to come out on top in this storyline. So. Now, speaking of people that got bad gimmicks but made something of it, the
Jesus,
New Day.
if you ain't, man, for real.
And I say that because they just started their new podcast, The New Day.
It is the best.
Feel
thing
the power.
ever. If you have
And
not listened to it, go listen to them.
2
The first
episodes in,
episodes.
all they have talked about is some of the horrible names they were given, presented.
I haven't heard all of it yet, but the ones I have heard, I'm like, oh my God.
Mike, give me your top 3.
Oh, gee, like we said it earlier, the Million Man, what was it? The
Million Man Ministry.
Ministry.
My God.
Amen.
Amen.
They were going to be the Amen.
Yes.
What else was there? There was religious ones. There was Genesis.
Yeah.
Wasn't someone like what was it? It was like woke or something.
Oh, something like that.
Hope. There was hope. There was
Hope.
Oh, and but it stood for something. It was like something. Oh, I forgot.
You have to
what
go
it was,
back
but
and listen.
Yeah, it was
The stupidest one and the one that I enjoyed listening to them just make fun of was KXB, I think is what it
Yes.
was. Just their initials, Kofi, Xavier. Oh, we'll just figure Big E starts with B instead of E. You could have done KXB. Like, really? Because that worked out so well for Team PCB.
Well, wasn't the thing that
Hey,
no.
man.
I think the thing was theirs came first, like that name.
Yeah.
So then they were like, that writer got it in eventually because after they
Yes.
after they messed it up with Submission Sorority, which apparently was something not PG.
Nope.
At all.
Then they're like, so what do we change? He was like Charlotte, a Hall of Famer, Becky, a future Hall of Famer, Paige, on the road if her career hadn't ended with injuries. What do we call them? PCB.
Yes.
So like you said, that writer was like, finally, my
I
time
got the
is-
initials in.
My time
Got
has
it.
come.
The
I finally
funniest
get to
part
use
about
my-
all this is that the New Day was never on the damn list
Until the very end because it was
because of the music.
Yeah.
When they made the music and it says a New Day, yes, it is. That's how they came up with the name. They
Yeah.
literally did not have a name, but they had the music before they had a name.
yeah.
And
That's
it's
about
just
right.
like, wow. It's a remarkable to think that, when this started, we thought, oh, man, this is...
Oh
So
man,
silly.
I hope
so
they made something of it.
silly.
Yeah,
It's so
I was-
silly. The point is, like, just get these guys on
At first,
TV.
I thought it was so silly but funny.
Yeah.
I thought same. But I thought, okay, well, this is
Well,
how.
what-
I remember you were always like, "Oh, this thing again,"
Yeah, because
and then eventually we were like, "This is really good."
because at first I was like, okay, this is another thing that black people clearly do all the time. Yes, we're an acquire as well. Jesus Christ, can we please pick them somewhere that they're not? I mean, yeah,
to
I
be
know.
fair, this
I
is
mean,
better than the stereotypical black
be
characters
fair-
we get.
True.
To be fair,
Okay.
Tommy's in the choir.
To be fair, yes, which is why I'm like, I'm tired of singing. Yes, I'm in a choir. I just came from there. I don't watch wrestling to be reminded of that. but talking about turning something stupid and
Love
making
that.
billions out of it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There's no way they have not made Vince McMahon over $1 billion.
You
they
just
have
made,
to,
you
just on
just
merch.
reminded me
Exactly.
One of the things they said in the first episode was like when they started. This was like after the names and they were getting it going with the music. They kept telling them, "You got to clap high. You got to clap high
why
in
he
the air
did
so
that?
everybody can see you." Yeah.
That's why he
So they
did
just
that.
started making fun of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
They were like, "What does it matter? Like we're clapping."
They
Like,
just had fun, and
Yeah.
I think that was
I mean,
great.
the pancakes. I mean,
Yes.
what else? Oh,
the
God.
cereal
The
from
cereal.
WrestleMania
The
30.
Bootios.
we were
Bootios.
out there when they brought out the big box of Bootios that came out in
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z outfits.
So
Yes.
did I ever tell y'all? If you ever heard of Postmodern Jukebox, to those of you who've never seen it, it's this group. It's Scott Bradley and Postmodern Jukebox. They take songs that put like either a twist on it, like 80s, like 60s swing or things like that. Xavier Woods was on one of those songs.
Oh my gosh.
Playing drum, and I forget what song it was, but it was like because I listened to so much of their music, and I forget what song it was, but it was actually really good. Yeah. And like because like I was like talking about it, like, hey, did you hear it's like you like Post Malone Jukebox? Did you know Xavier Woods was on there? I was like, you're lying to me right now. I was like, no, seriously, go look it up. And I looked it up, and he like just and like he doesn't even start in the video. He like just jumps in later and just starts playing. I was like, son of a bitch can actually play. What the hell?
That was the point. He played played growing up.
I mean, he would always like.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I was like,
and then the whole thing with that too, and he like was it the saxophone or the trumpet that actually
trombone?
Yeah.
That actually what was it? What did she call? What did they call it?
Francesca
won. That she passed away.
Yeah, when she passed away.
They've just
I mean, all that stuff was.
They made it a point to take whatever's thrown at them,
awesome.
using it, improvising so much.
Well,
now that we've gone on and praised the New Day, is anybody picking the Revival?
No, because they may be on the way out too. I've heard.
Yeah. So actually, that's
New Day.
I was on the fence until I remembered that.
Is it bad that we're pretty much been really predictable so far?
Let's face it.
This was kind of a thrown together, not a lot behind it show.
After Survivor Series, this was really like.
Which is why I think Hell in a Cell needs to be.
We just need something before Rumble. That's basically what
I see what you mean, but I also have that personal thing of I think Hell of a Cell needs to stop being a pay-per-view theme.
You know
what I mean? But I know what you mean.
Well, I felt the same about TLC. Why is Roman and I would say Corbin a TLC match? What is the point of that? There's nothing on the line.
I like the kayfabe idea. Like two guys are in like a feud, and they're like, "Oh yeah, oh man, it's Hell in a Cell. Maybe we should hold off our feud till like the month after." I don't want to be in Hell in a Cell this month.
Let's wait till October. How's your schedule in October? You good?
Money in the Bank. We could find a Money in the Bank. Right? I don't know.
I don't know. The way I feel about like that and this pay-per-view concept, to me it really kind of cheapens what the guys did before that.
The ones who started. Yeah.
Like TLC matches to me, man, those are like some of the most special like just moments. Like one of my favorite moments in all of wrestling is TLC 2 when all three teams just stopped and just looked up at the belts and realized what the hell they were about to get themselves into after just literally going through this last year and then with Triangle Ladder match and then in SummerSlam, and they just stopped and were like, okay, they're all just thinking one more time, just one more time.
Yeah.
And that's why I like those kinds of matches. But then when you do something like this, it's like, who really cares?
Now, the Women's Tag Team Championship match.
I can't decide on this one.
This is a TLC match, by the way.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah, but it's Kabuki Warriors experience against Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair. You're welcome, Tommy.
Versus CB.
Versus CB.
Can I say too?
I want to hear your opinion on this because you had a strong opinion about this.
Can I say this too? Like, I hate the fact that they're putting them together, and I feel like Becky and Charlotte are going to win, and not because I don't like them. They're great wrestlers.
Yeah.
But I feel like, in a way, if they win, it's because they need to put Charlotte. They need to put a title on Charlotte. They need to put her on something.
Or just to pad their stats, basically.
Yes.
Yeah.
The tag team champions.
So I don't know how I feel about it.
Big E said that she'll probably be on her 30th title reign.
Yeah, that's true.
He's not wrong.
I know. I'm just. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I understand. I don't think either of them need to be tag teaming, honestly.
No, and
they don't.
Becky still has her own belt.
But I feel like
sometimes
they don't know what to do with the Kabuki Wars. They just kind of put them in these weird scenarios.
Yeah.
Bring Io
And,
Shirai and form a full stable. Sorry.
Well, because wasn't it on SmackDown?
I hope they do that one day.
They had a 2-on-1 handicap match against Charlotte, and then Raw they have a 2-1 handicap match against Becky.
Yeah.
And then they attack both of them backstage, and then we got a tables, ladders, chairs match. I'm like, what?
Why?
I don't get it. And then you basically showed too that the Kabuki Warriors took so long to be one person each time.
Yeah, Charlotte's definitely getting the old Roman Reigns, the old Cena treatment.
For sure.
You know what I mean? And
I get it, but I'm like, we got other women.
Right.
Yeah.
You got so many other people to choose from. I get it, but still, I'm like, come on, try somebody else.
My one hope with these tag titles is I hope they didn't go the way of let's throw two random people together that just have like usually hate each other or usually have no ties together and let them win a title.
Let's wait till they do the thing they do where the women's champion and her opponent have to fight the tag champs, and that's kind of what this is. Although Charlotte,
although she's not officially her opponent,
but
I would have preferred if it was Bayley and Sasha, only because right now they're still kind of
they're
together,
friends normally,
friends normally. And this is just weird to me. They're friends, but they're not
I
friends.
feel like
there's the thing. So far, the only tag team champions they've had have been legit tag teams.
Yeah.
So
I feel like this is their way of trying to get them back on the same page.
I get it.
You know what I mean? I know, but I just feel like that's kind of what they're doing with this.
Yeah.
So
I am going with the Kabuki Warriors, though. I wouldn't be surprised if Charlotte and Becky win, but I hope not.
Yeah.
I feel like you need to keep this title on
Same.
true tag team. So you're going Kabuki Warriors.
To me, it's like I don't know. It's following the careers of when they were Kana and Kairi Hojo so closely. It's like the two of them tag teaming against Charlotte. They beat her in 5 minutes because they're that smart and they're that dangerous. Like Asuka literally went like 1-on-1 with Minoru Suzuki and lived. There are guys who haven't done that.
But you gotta also understand this is WWE.
I know.
And they don't
I know.
care about that stuff.
But to me that's the problem with the booking.
They care more about Charlotte giving her more titles, which I get.
Here's my thing. It's not a problem to pick your top person is not a person who's had a long career somewhere else. I don't have a problem with that. My problem is doing it in a realistic way.
Yeah.
Because for one, there are plenty of women in the developmental who could say they like idolize Charlotte, or she could pick as a tag team partner. Why is Becky Lynch in this match? If you want to build up your division so much, you can have Charlotte say, "I'm going to pick a tag team partner, someone who I feel has potential." I would have loved it if for no reason she just picked Rhea Ripley.
That would be awesome.
Because that'd have been scary as hell. Can you imagine their faces when she walked down the room?
I think her and what's her name? The other blonde.
Candice LeRae?
No.
Tony Storm.
No.
Who?
She's actually on there. I think she's on the other show. Never mind.
I have no idea what we're talking about.
Do you mean Lacey Evans?
Yes, that
Oh.
show.
Oh, okay.
I'm like something with an L.
Well,
Something with an L.
she's having a minor face turn. Like she's still very with her nasties and stuff. Which I think is cool.
Hold on. With my pick, I want to bring this back full circle. Who did the Kabuki Warrior Experience dump as their manager?
Oh, Paige.
Oh, God.
They're going to win and bring back PCB.
Oh, my God.
Full circle.
Mother freaking can't cuss
happened.
because this is a family show.
And I am picking Charlotte and Becky because I think
You bring a good point. I'm gonna pick.
You already
Charlotte.
told us you're picking Charlotte and Becky.
I didn't say I was.
You did.
I said thinking about it. Oh, I did.
You did.
I don't think I did.
I heard it. Well, I wrote your name down there, so.
he
You still
knows
go
you
with him?
so well.
I do.
I guess.
Oh,
I can change it if you
No.
want. Okay.
I was still
It's a
thinking
pen. We
I
can
was still
scratch
thinking
out.
about
Name
it.
over,
I
yeah.
think I was still thinking about it.
I feel like they've set up.
They set it up. Yeah.
the
It's
way
like
it's set up.
And then the way that they're gonna make Becky 2 belts again, and
I will only accept that if like immediately afterwards.
the only thing I was
Charlotte and Becky can't get along, and then they win them a title
yeah,
belt.
I think the only thing that says to me about it is like, where is Bayley in all this? She has no match, none.
Yes.
Well, is she
She's
gonna,
probably scared
or
with her
unless
new
she's
character.
unless she's going to be on the pre-show wrestling Lacey Evans.
That's the thing, is that we've only got 6 matches on the card right now, and SmackDown is still airing this Friday.
I have a weird feeling they're gonna have Bayley wrestle Lacey, and it's either gonna be a pre-show match or it's going to be one of those quick
you
matches.
can't have one of your main champs on the pre-show. That would suck.
I
They do it all the time.
I know, but, well.
I don't want to disrespect anyone who served in the military, but did you know Lacey Evans was in the Marine Corps?
Yes.
Because she mentioned it a few times, just in trying to turn face promo.
I
Yeah.
believe
oh,
that's.
I didn't see that.
I believe that's their only strategy right now. Like, I mean,
They can't even do it naturally. They can't even make it an organic.
We got to come up with a legit backstory. Use a legit backstory
Yeah.
for her. Yeah.
If you want to know her backstory, go on
Yeah,
Chasing
like-
Glory.
Yeah.
It's wonderful,
It's
but
awesome,
they can't
yeah.
even do it the right way. Like,
Exactly.
yeah.
She went through a lot, and to get there, that's crazy.
Yeah. Now, the last match we have booked, and there's no title on the line in this because apparently only the Fiend can defend the Universal title. But
Wait,
it is.
wait, for real?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
This
weird.
is just
They're
a
two
regular
different
singles
people.
match.
They're two different
This
people.
is Bray
Duh.
Wyatt, even though the picture that's going to be behind me has him holding the Universal title without the heat lamp.
the blue
It's like-
title.
It's like,
the blue title against the Miz.
It's like all those times that Sami Zayn
Not the
and Jericho
$6,500
were not in
Fiend
the-
title.
They're not
Well,
the same
well,
person.
I
Well,
do
aren't
and
they?
don't like that.
Unless they
I don't
change it
get
this
it.
Friday on SmackDown. But as
No.
far as I know,
Are
it's
they
the
gonna?
top.
The thing is, I do get it, which is why I kind of like it. But then
I think this is a way of them showing that he kind of has vulnerability, and he has a weakness.
Again,
maybe?
no heat lamp.
I don't know how.
I've been saying
Yeah,
this whole
he-
damn time.
So he's gonna lose. So I'm picking the Miz
Do
Okay.
you think?
by DQ maybe, but he's gonna win.
So do you think they're gonna try to pull something where the Fiend and Bray Wyatt are both there, and Bo Dallas somehow is under the Fiend mask
Bo Dallas.
because they're literally related?
They are actual brothers. Wow.
I know, but he wouldn't.
Like
he
you won't, you
they
don't
don't have the
completely
same
know?
body frame.
I was trying to think. He's not that big, is he?
no.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's what they're trying to.
Can you
pull.
imagine him under the Fiend mask? Believe I'm the Fiend.
Believe
Believe
in the red
I'm the
light.
Fiend.
I'm the Fiend, and all you have to do is believe.
Believe in the heat lamp.
Roxanne.
I feel like
You
at
don't
some
gotta
point in this
turn
match,
on the
either
red
after
light. That's what I thought of when you said red light.
there's
Ding.
so
The
many things you
red
could do,
light
like
Nailed
a
it.
special all through the night.
Yo, I'm down for TL. I mean, I know there's only two of them now, but I'm down for them showing up.
By the way, there is a great shirt on Pro Wrestling Tees. It is TLC, the old TLC logo, but instead of crazy, sexy, cool, it says tables, ladders, chairs, and it has a picture of tables, ladders, chairs using the whole dough.
Oh, that's
360
cool.
Yeah,
That's actually pretty cool.
yeah. That's only $20 on PWT.
You forgot to put our ornaments out.
Oh Jesus, I'll do that next week. I promise. Okay, hang on. I do need to get our new ornament because you're definitely going to need it based on the shirt.
You still
that
need
you're
to bring
wearing.
the table letters here. But
I know. Hang on. A second.
Yeah.
So hey guys, what's been going on?
Yeah. So while we have this, musical interlude. Okay.
this is the part where you. Oh yeah, my mic.
Oh.
My mic.
It's upside. No, I'm just kidding.
I wanted to make that joke so bad, but I thought I'd be the idiot. But I'm an idiot anyway.
Look, if anyone's gonna be an idiot here,
It's gonna be me. How dare you,
Really?
sir?
Really?
It's just really.
Really?
oh Mike,
And the Miz. and the Miz mic.
And the
Nailed
Miz
it.
mic. That's the new ornament this year.
I have the sudden urge to jump off of this ladder onto this.
The table actually does break.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So.
Yeah,
Break it.
go ahead.
There we go.
Oh, I saw.
we
Wait.
have other ornaments. We have a WrestleMania one that we went to.
We have a Money in the Bank briefcase. I think it's on the other side of the tree.
Okay.
Yeah, but that we can't really put that one because it's green and.
Yeah. So real quick before we pick for this match.
Go ahead, Mike.
Uh,
I mean, Tommy. Go ahead, Tommy.
Someone was like on another, like not even a wrestling fan group I was in, but like it was like just another group. They said, man, it's like those Japanese tables do not break for nothing. I said, oh yeah, Japanese tables don't give a damn about your table spot. They're like, oh, you want to break for this move? Screw you! I'm not gonna do shit.
like Botchamania. I am the table.
For real.
Well, Tina has picked the Miz. Is anybody going with the Miz besides Tina?
I kind of want to pick like what Tina picked last time, like a no contest DQ or something.
You
Because
okay?
I feel like with the way this match is set up, it's just rife for like Daniel Bryan to show up,
Or
interference.
just like just a straight up
yeah,
fight.
like totally.
So you're going no contest.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. We should all talk in a random circle just to kind of throw Tina off, but that's funny. Tommy, what you got?
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm this is killing me. I'm gonna go with Bray Wyatt.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Okay.
At this point, I don't care.
No comment.
Okay. I think at some point in the match, we're going to see like the lights go out, come back up, and there's the Fiend with the heat lamp on.
Okay, I was kind of thinking that too, but I
Yeah.
wasn't sure.
That's what I just said.
Yeah.
They're going to try to do
Over-
both of them.
Oh, you're gonna see both of things.
he's
The dead
saying,
Bryce can
he's
come out?
Again, Mike. We're
What?
back in our classrooms. They don't pay attention.
But I feel like that's going to happen.
Like, are you saying during the match?
I think after the match. Did you say before or during?
Well, my point is, I feel like they were going to try to get Bray Wyatt looking like Mr. Rogers,
Yes.
and the Fiend showing
Okay.
up at the same time or right after each other. Like,
okay.
so.
I think it's
people-
going to be a quick costume change. What I'm thinking.
That's okay, but that's what I mean. Like to make people go like, "Whoa, he was just here!" Like
Okay.
to kind of throw them off. It may be a quick
Oh, that's
costume
what you mean.
change.
Okay.
That's why I was wondering if they could get someone else
What if he
in
just
like
puts the
with a
mask
similar
on?
body shape into
He'd have to do the.
He doesn't have to be wearing different clothes. He could
He
just
can
put
wear-
the
he-
mask
Oh,
on.
I see what you're saying. Yeah,
Well, he
yeah,
can wear
yeah,
it
yeah.
underneath.
So it's
underneath.
obvious that it's him, but it's still the.
I mean, the way they
put.
promoted the Fiend is like, I have a secret. They pretty much show that he is the Fiend.
Yeah.
So I mean, they wouldn't be outside the normal realm.
But I think the one thing that they do with this that actually do like is like while he is the Fiend. It's not the same, except for like brief moments whenever he's like, "Let me in." Like only that.
The one reason I am going to pick the Miz though is the family dynamic. They have, thank you. They have basically pulled Miz's family into this. You got Miz and Mrs. coming up in January. You have to go with the Miz.
What's the kid's name? The first one.
The first one.
Their kid, right?
The first daughter is Monroe.
Monroe.
Yes.
She gonna pull a foreign object and
Out
of her
help
diaper.
the Miz win.
She's like 1.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You'll never see-
exactly.
They also
Okay.
have a brand new baby too.
But first of all,
They're going to
Tita,
pull breast
I
nuts
think
out
it's
of Monroe's
Mackenzie, I
diaper and
think.
use them.
I
in
think the
But-
second one's
but-
Mackenzie.
So I'm going with the Miz.
First of all,
Wait.
Tita, you're assuming that Vince wouldn't try to pull
What?
something that crazy.
I had like deja vu, but haven't they done that storyline somewhere?
Where?
With breast nuts?
Oh my god! Like or pulling something out of a
Maurice
stroller.
was at ringside
Oh, yeah.
with the stroller,
With the
and then she
stroller.
handed
Okay,
nuts
yeah.
against Daniel
okay,
Bryan.
so I'm not crazy.
Yes,
Cool.
that was against Daniel Bryan.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm not crazy.
That was SummerSlam?
SummerSlam 2 years ago.
2 years ago. Okay.
Okay.
2 summers ago. Yeah. Yeah. You're not going crazy.
Okay.
I know
He's
there's
like-
a week and a half
I was
until
like, I've
winter
seen
break.
this
You're
before
good.
somewhere.
So, you want your mic back?
I had it on there.
Okay.
Oh.
I thought you still need to talk, but
I'm
He
good.
needs to he needs to hear the table sound.
yeah.
It's not all about me,
Oh my
Jason.
god.
Well, that's the matches we have so far for TLC. There may be more this Friday on SmackDown, so if there's any of note that we want to pick, stay tuned to our Twitter account. We'll put our picks up on there. Now,
Yeah.
what threw me off a bit this week is we already got Hall of Fame announcements.
Yeah.
Usually
That
they
was
save
kinda
this for
shocking.
January.
Yeah.
Yeah. The first, of course, the NWO.
Okay.
Hogan, Hall, Nash, and Waltman will
No.
What?
I mean, I know these are the 4 they announced. I'm saying every member of the NWO is a part of this. I want Vincent in. I want Vincent K. Wall Street. I want Horace Hogan. I want Conan. I want Dusty. All of them.
Congrats, Virgil. You finally got in.
All 74 members of the
Is
NWO.
Virgil even in yet? I don't remember.
I don't think he is.
Okay, congrats, Virgil, you're in.
So NWO Japan,
Yes.
NWO 2000.
Buff
Chono-
Bagwell, who's a
Chono
gigolo now.
Bagwell. What's his name? Who was the arm wrestler? Scott Norton.
All members of NWO.
That's a lot
Dude,
of
where's my
people.
car?
Do we also include the Wolfpack?
Yes.
The Wolfpack. Okay, so Wolfpack
And of course,
Sting.
NWO Age of Ultron, NWO Infinity War, and NWO Endgame. Everybody's
And for the hell of it, let's throw in the Latino World Order because they kind of came in from that as
The
well.
Blue World Order.
The Blue World Order was my next thing I had to go with. So
maybe that's why they announced them so early. There's a lot of people.
there's a lot. I really hope at the
gonna be
Hall
a
of Fame ceremony, there's going to be 10 limos that show up, like there was in the old WCW days when half the effing roster was there, and it just became absurd.
Have you seen the kayfabe news story about this?
No.
WWE's 4-disc NWO videology quickly turned into a useless 17 DVD set.
And just for the hell of it, let's have Tama Tonga Tongalo show up with all the bunch of people that just randomly fit into the Bullet Club for all those years.
Yep.
Let's do it.
So the Bullet Club to America.
Because let's be honest, so much of the Bullet Club and the Bucks was based off stuff they stole from
was.
NWO.
That was the
It was.
point.
I know. Like I'm not saying that in a mean way, but like. You got
Anyway.
that of it.
They know it.
Officially, it is just the 4. Hogan,
So far.
Nash, Hogan, Hall, and Nash, and Sean Waltman will all be 2-time Hall of Famers. Interesting part is that Sean Waltman is going in as a member of the NWO. He's already as a member of DX. At some point, you would hope he gets in as an individual, and he would be a 3-time Hall of Famer.
Doubtful?
Unless they also put in X Factor, then he becomes a 4-time.
Good God.
Is Rick Flair 3 times?
Flair not yet. Let's see.
Yeah.
Have they put Evolution in yet?
Not yet. That's what.
That's the
Okay,
thing.
okay.
If they put Evolution in, he would.
Sorry.
Be a 3-time.
Himself and a horseman, right?
yeah.
Horseman
Okay.
And then
himself.
Yeah. Sorry, I brought up.
Maybe
X-
he'll go in again as Charlotte's father.
Yeah.
I mean, just
I really hope that's a thing.
Why don't they just give him a ring for being Charlotte's father?
yeah.
Sorry,
she's pretty special.
I brought up X Factor because I'm like one of 5 people who remember that was ever a faction. that
No,
ever
heck
existed.
no. You're not. What is it? You're not ready for the
X
like their
Factor.
song. Yeah,
their song because the song was so stupid.
Yeah.
It was like the worst song ever, but I loved it
I
so
remember
much.
X Factor. Yeah, just incredible.
And Albert.
Now, while Evolution is not going in, one member of Evolution is going in. Batista was announced as a Hall of Famer as
Yeah.
well. He's the other announcement.
I liked what Randy Orton had to say.
Now, is
about
he
that.
going to go with Dana Brooke?
Here's
to
the thing.
show?
Yo, get yourself.
Everyone joked that he has
shoot your shot, bro? I am not mad.
Okay, I hope so. But everyone has joked that he's asked Dana Brooke to induct him into the Hall of Fame, and she'd probably do more than induct him. But no, He is legit.
Whoa.
Shoot that shot.
Shoot that shot, bro. There's a lot of sexual tension on Twitter.
Maybe we need to careful
lot.
what we never mind.
Hashtag sex kisses.
That was a real hashtag.
That's an Island of Reality
That's
podcast
another
thing. Yes.
podcast
So
thing.
anyway, he actually has asked Fit Finley to induct
Yeah.
him, and I'm sure Fit would say yes. So that would be pretty
Fit
awesome.
Finley's a good dude.
Yeah, he had a hand in his career for so much. So
I think I need to make a comment once we turn the camera off.
Okay.
we'll wait then.
Yeah.
Anyway, congrats to Batista.
I don't want to know.
Okay.
Maybe not. I don't know.
We'll see. So 2 Hall of Fame announcements already. It's pretty early. Which at this pace, the Hall of Fame class is going to be about 20 people.
I say
face
90,
it.
I say 94 because they're not going to stop us from winning the NWO.
90. It was 94 is the NWO. I mean, the rest of it.
Maybe they're going for a class of 100
Wait,
with every NWO
so
member.
wait.
What?
Imagine if they did the whole NWO in like the night of WrestleMania. The NWO is just like all just walk out and have to stand on the entranceway.
Yes. Yes. I want all of them.
That'd be crazy.
I want all of them. I'm trying to remember members that we probably forgot. NWO Sting. You already say that one? Okay, yeah.
I think we
And
did.
Wolfpack Sting. He's got to do half his face one way, half the other way. You know, just there's a lot to it.
Yeah.
Was Conan ever in NWO or was he just in
Yeah, he
I
was
Wolfpack?
think he was in the
NWO.
Wolfpack, wasn't he?
Jeff
I know he was in
Jarrett.
the Wolfpack, but was he ever
Jarrett
in
was
NWO?
in
Bret Hart.
Bret Hart.
They were in 2000.
Shawn Michaels.
Yeah. The WWE.
I completely forgot
the
that he was
WWE version. Booker T.
That counts.
The Big Show.
Yeah.
All right. New Japan.
Vince McMahon just for bringing them back. You know,
I'm
That
like,
does kind of count, doesn't it? Yeah.
all right, next bulletin.
Sorry.
how long has it been since Tina actually wanted to segue to a New Japan story?
Whoa.
Well,
Okay.
I'm so
it quickly went a little.
I'm so
apologize
proud.
for that. So,
Yeah.
I
I don't really.
I figured I have to do some co-hosting abilities at that point.
all right.
Fair enough.
I apologize
along,
for
moving
talking so
along.
long. Move along. Now, yes,
I do have to wake up early.
the matches for both nights of Wrestle Kingdom have been set. I will. There's a lot of matches. I'm not going to announce them all now. The biggest one I will say that I'm looking forward to the most is Lance Archer versus John Moxley in a Texas death match for the United States title.
That's cool.
That setup
That's
was
gonna be
the
awesome.
setup for that was fantastic.
It's going to be amazing. I'm looking forward to it. Now, another big news story. President Harold Mage
Yeah.
mentioned in an interview he is open to working with AEW. With New
And,
Japan.
and he mentioned he's still open to working with ROH too. Like he's still not against that. Someone brought up to me like they said that maybe the problem with all that has maybe it's been Bushi Road who owns in New Japan, which could be, but
Okay.
I think in the future they're going to. I just right now think everyone's taking their time to see what happens next.
Right.
I think New Japan, and I'm saying this, I think they're at a point, though, they don't need to work with anybody else. But I think they would be willing to give the fans better matches.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be an interesting way, and it's actually not a bad strategy if they use the AEW platform to kind of introduce New Japan of America.
Yeah.
Since they are working their way in as well.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, AEW is going to be in Austin February 12th for a taping of AEW Dynamite.
And Corpus, December, not 18th.
I think it's next weekend in
it is
Corpus.
18th, yeah.
And then I think the week before Austin, they're going to be in Dallas. So
Yeah.
they're coming around Texas pretty soon.
Yeah.
Other wrestling news, it is the beginning of WWE Release Week. Sin Cara, Luke Harper, and The Ascension, Connor and Victor, were all released from WWE.
Now, I know Sin Cara and Harper wanted out. Did the Ascension request that release?
I don't
I don't
recall
think
them
they
ever, at
requested
least
it.
not publicly, they didn't mention it.
I'm looking for a Cosmic Wasteland reunion in AEW.
Ooh.
Stardust
Wow.
I
and the
would.
Ascension.
Hey,
Y'all remember that?
Hey,
I remember
hey,
that.
hey!
Now
They
that
can
you
help
said
him.
that.
They can help him against the Butcher and the Blade.
Oh man, if they didn't have the 90 days, that would actually be hilarious.
They can do what Rhino did: show up in mask, beat him up, and leave.
That's true. You wouldn't know it's them.
It's Los Conquistadors. They should-
AEW
that.
seems to be the right spot for them, though, the way they're building the tag team division.
Who are those
Either
two
they or Impact.
mysterious men who don't have a job somewhere else right now?
Impact, I think, would also be a good fit because they do have a big fan base in that area, too.
And they have also a good tag division.
Yeah,
with
they
the,
do.
with the North and the Rascals and everything.
What you looking up, babe?
I'm just looking up stuff.
Okay. Wednesday night ratings update now.
I don't know what to talk about, so I'm like,
Yeah.
what to do?
This most recent, it was pretty close. They're pretty
Yeah.
neck and neck. Now, overall viewers, Dynamite 851,000, NXT 845,000. The big thing, though, is where they rank in the 18 to 49 demographic. And in the ranking for that, Dynamite was ranked 8. NXT was ranked 12th. And again, AEW Dynamite's winning every demographic except 50 years and older.
I think it's hilarious that this is brought up because, like, clearly that's because of, like, families and parents and, like, I don't think there's, like, a bunch of old people. Maybe there are. I don't know.
Maybe it is, but
a bunch of just older people on their own watching NXT.
A funny thing.
That's because we haven't gotten to that 50.
A funny thing I will mention here is that the week prior, which was the Wednesday right before Thanksgiving, NXT did have more total overall viewers than AEW, but they didn't get the higher ranking because of the demographics. But because it was the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, both shows got beat out by Paw Patrol on Nick Jr., which had over 1 million viewers.
Was that a pretty good storyline?
It might have been the Mighty Pups, but all I'm saying is everyone's worried about.
I think it was a Mighty Pups Thanksgiving movie
special.
To be fair,
my son and daughter would probably watched it.
Here's the other thing I'm going to say. Everyone's worried about warring with each other. NXT versus AEW. Mighty Pups, the Paw Patrol, they are taking them both down. Y'all need to watch out. Nick Jr. bringing the heat.
Was it like their equivalent of like the White Ranger episode, or like if it was equivalent to that, then I could see why.
All I know is if Tracker was on that episode, Tracker equals ratings on Paw Patrol. That's all I'm going to say.
First of all, that White Ranger episode of Power Rangers.
I know
was
that's what I mean.
bro.
So if this was the equivalent,
they are Mighty Pups, so they do have mighty super suits.
Yes, for those episodes, it's epic.
And they have superpowers.
Here's what I will always say.
I'm all ears.
Like, look, as much as I love my wrestling, you can't deny the power of little kids, man.
double.
You really can't.
I think this will probably be the only time there will be a Paw Patrol logo on this green screen during a WrestleCast episode.
Guys, ready to fly.
Can you imagine Jericho?
Chase is on the key.
Can you imagine Jericho like cutting a promo like he did on Moxley with Paw Patrol? It's a list of guys he will face. Young Bucks, Paw Patrol. Cody, Paw Patrol. Darby Allin, Paw Patrol. Best friends, Paw Patrol. John Moxley, Paw Patrol.
Yeah.
That lexicon of the champion was amazing.
I don't know, man. That as much as my daughter likes other shows, she still goes back to Paw Patrol, man.
It's that popular.
Very popular.
I will say this. You want to have a fun game with this, you out there, look up the Paw Patrol characters. Which wrestler best defines each one?
Undisputed Era versus the Paw Patrol.
Dude. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
What?
Let's just see Adam Cole versus Rubble one-on-one. All right.
Adam Cole, get him off.
Rubble on the double.
Meanwhile, Britt Baker. All right. On to our 1 minute warning. If anyone's got anything to say, because we talked about quite a bit. Tommy does. I think you're going to talk about NWA. I was going to mention it later, but we'll talk briefly about it. So you ready to go?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, NWA's first pay-per-view since they started Power. Looks like a pretty stacked card. The question mark versus Trevor Murdoch, which I just can't wait. Allison Kay and Ashley Fox versus either Melina, Thunder Rosa, Marty Bell, any combination of those three. Eli Drake and Ken Anderson. Nick Aldis defending his belt against James Storm in a best 2 out of 3 falls. Cole Cabana defending the NWA National Championship against Aaron Stevens and Ricky Starks. And the NWA World Tag Team titles, the Rock and Roll Express defending them against the wild cards of Thomas Latimer and Roy Isaacs. It's just, I'm bringing this up because the show's been really good, despite all the Jim Cornette controversy. They've been
gotten better now, probably.
Yeah, even without him, they were already putting on good matches, and the card was solid. So I'm looking forward to this as being a really, really solid outing for them. I'm really happy for them that they can get this off the ground.
This looks like a really interesting pay-per-view. It is kind of saddled in between Final Battle and TLC, but I'm happy it's had its own night, and it's only got a $25 price tag. So
yeah, I'd rather watch Into the Fire than TLC anyway. So.
Yeah, so check it out on. We'll have more details on when we go through the event details of the weekend. So yeah, Mike,
I got something, but I'm gonna need y'all to pay attention because it's gonna involve y'all in a second.
Okay. Oh boy, here we go.
Okay, go ahead.
Ready, go.
Okay, so normally I do my Cesaro segment, but let's be honest. He was captain of like the the SmackDown members that didn't do anything at Survivor Series. So I'm not going to say anything until they actually start using him. I have a question for you guys. I started listening to some of the episodes of the Arn Anderson podcast, and they asked him this. Would you rather fight 1 Brock Lesnar size Hornswoggle or 10 Hornswoggle size Brock Lesnar's?
Oh my God.
10 Hornswoggle size Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. I feel like I can swing a baseball bat and kick a few of them. At least they're within my height. One Brock Lesnar-sized Hornswoggle it's like looking at the Big Show when you think about it. It's scary. That's scary.
I'd take the one. I'm the weird one. I'll take the one.
I think I'd go with the 1 too.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
They
I'm
were
a
just
girl
like,
now.
those are both scary. How about we just answer that?
Yeah. Those are both. No.
That was the
there
funniest
is no
question.
win. There is no win scenario in that case whatsoever. But I take the one.
Thanks, Mike. I'm having nightmares tonight. All right.
He's gonna wake up screaming,
On-
messaging all of us.
I was just gonna say, on fairness, it would you could probably be like, oh, you're not working today, right? So it's
Yeah.
cool.
Do you have anything or no?
Not really.
Not really.
I can't think of anything.
Um,
I haven't been really, to be honest with you, I haven't been really watching because it's kind of
Yeah,
been
same.
not fun to watch, especially the whole Roman Reigns thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Like,
the,
what?
and honestly, the Sasha and Becky or Bailey stuff, like they're just making them look bad. I just don't like.
This
it.
is why.
I
This is
know.
why when people like I've said this a million times before, but like it's like people keep ragging on AEW, but it's like it's something else to watch though. It's like and like I've said, and the thing I've always said is like they were never going to reinvent the wheel. That was never the point of AEW. The point was to give you something else to watch, which is why I like watching it. Do they drop the ball a little bit sometimes? Sure, every wrestling show does. That's not the point.
Yeah, and
But it's just between that and NXT, I'm happy on Wednesdays. That's why I sent out a tweet. I was like, I don't know what everyone's complaining about. I love my Wednesdays. I can watch AEW when it goes commercial. I can either watch the little box or switch to see what NXT is doing.
or check Paw Patrol.
I mean that is the big three.
It's pretty epic, bro.
I
That's what
mean,
I'm telling
you know,
I
Ed
mean,
Jr.
I mean,
Nick Jr.'s always had my attention.
I watch it and it's not that bad.
Yeah.
but no, there's real quick. We were just gonna say like we knew once AEW didn't have like 4 months to prepare for a show, and that's the only show they had. Once they went every week, you know they were gonna like.
Yeah.
You can't just stay that amazing.
Yeah.
Once you're doing it every week.
Now, it's funny you mentioned Hornswoggle in your 1 minute warning because he's going to be a part of mine actually. Mine's not going to be a
God, what?
commentary or anything. Every time TLC comes around, I think of probably my all-time favorite TLC match, and it was the WeeLC.
That's not a TLC match. It's a WeeLC.
It's still, it is probably one of the
WeeLC.
most underrated matches. It was El Torito versus
Oh my God.
Hornswoggle.
I remember that.
Well, I think it was Los Conquistadores or something. It was in the
Yes.
corner against the three-man band.
Yeah.
They had
3-man band.
a little ref. They had little Michael Cole. They had a little commentator table. And it was by far, I know it was a pre-show match. It was by far the best TLC match on the card that night. I forget what year it was. And to this day, there hasn't been a TLC match
Maybe
that's
like
topped it to this
2015,
day.
I think.
Yeah.
Might be so.
It's still great.
That's the problem. I can't say you're wrong because when I went back and watched it, I was like, damn
It
it.
was
this is
so
this is actually,
good.
This is actually entertaining. This
And
is
I-
actually really
better than
entertaining.
I have
it
to
should
go
have
back.
been.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to go
remember
back and watch it again. Honestly, if you have not seen it, get on your network subscription. You can probably even find it on YouTube. Look it up. It is highly entertaining. The commentators are so good. They're even saying, shut up, Maggle, and everything like that. It's great. I love it. That's like my favorite thing about TLC, and I think about it every year when this
That's
pay-per-view comes
hilarious.
around. So
That's hilarious.
Where can you go from there?
exactly.
I know. It's this time to end the show at this point.
Now, as
That's
far
so
as
great.
the wrestling events this weekend, Ring of Honor Final Battle is Friday, December 13th at 7 p.m. Central Time. They are going to have a pre-show starting at 6, and that's all. It's going to be from the UMBC Event Center in Baltimore, Maryland. Pay-per-view or Fight TV is $35. If you're an Honor Club member, it's half price, $17.50. If you are an Honor Club VIP, it is free. NWA TLC, as you mentioned, they do have a pay-per-view Saturday, December 14th at 5 p.m. Central Time. 5 p.m. Central Time is pretty early. From the GPB studios in Atlanta, Georgia, and it's only $25 on Fight TV app. And, of course, WWE TLC Sunday, December 15th at 6 p.m. Central. Kickoff is at 5 from the Target Center in Minneapolis, Minnesota on WWE Network.
One last thing to end us on.
$9.99.
Not so fun. Do you remember when they tried to add stairs to that?
That
Tables,
WeeLC match?
ladders. No.
Oh, yes. that
Tables,
was so
ladders, and
dumb.
chairs, and stairs.
Oh
was
yeah.
dumb.
That was dumb.
That was so
Oh
dumb.
my.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Like, oh my, this is out of hand, right?
Oh yeah. You know, hey,
Yeah.
we're in the big leagues now, boy.
Our Twitter account, of course, at CCG_WrestleCast. You can subscribe to the Count City Geeks YouTube channel. Let us know what you think of this weekend's events. We'll have Match of the Night polls on Twitter, so definitely check that out. Now, I mentioned a couple weeks ago that we were going to have the interview with Don Juan. I did have to postpone that. Unfortunately, he had some scheduling conflicts, but
You have to Post Malone.
we're recording this on Tuesday. I am interviewing him tomorrow. So, in
You
addition
don't
to this
know who
episode,
that is. Wow. I feel old.
huh?
She doesn't. If the people don't know who
If
that
the
is.
people don't know who that is, I feel old.
Yeah, Don Juan, of course. I had a picture up here. He's
AKA Andromeda.
It's a nice picture.
Andromeda, yes.
He probably wouldn't like that I
fancy.
said that.
Anyway, I am conducting the interview tomorrow. So by the time this comes out, I'll probably be doing the interview, and I'll have that out later this week. There is a hybrid experience show this Saturday at the Hybrid School of Wrestling. Don Juan had wrestled for so many years, and now he is the ring announcer. I don't think he's done very many interviews, so I'm very excited to get his retrospective on his career. He's open to talk about whatever, and he's actually pretty excited for it. So
Sweet.
I'm looking forward to it. And, of course, next week we will be recapping Ring of Honor Final Battle and WWE TLC, and that will be our final show of 2019.
And then the blooper reel. And then the blooper reel.
And then there will be part 2 of a blooper reel for this year. So, but next week
That's
we will
the one I'm excited about.
Yeah.
we will be recapping this and actually breaking down who had the best pick record for the year
Oh, God.
Tina.
and what was our
Tina or Mike? One of you
highest
two.
rated and lowest rated shows of the year.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So
Say that again?
we will also find out what our
Was
highest
there-
rated
Oh,
and lowest rated
nice.
shows of the
Was
year.
there any show that will replace December to Dismember as the 0 on those?
Unfortunately not.
This year, no. I don't think. I can't think of anything that was that bad.
I mean, some of them were bad, but not that bad.
Let's
Yeah.
see what
Yeah.
they do with the dog food first.
Oh, God, yeah. You're right.
That's yeah. I was about to get
Oh,
mad. But I was
my
like,
God.
you Oh no,
Yeah,
actually, he's got a point.
I was like, that's right. They got one more pay-per-view to...
To screw it up.
I hope
Screwed
Vincent.
up.
Hope Vincent watches. What? That's not the word.
Yeah.
So I'll show you it can be worse.
It's been a great year for the
Yep.
most part for wrestling, but 2020 is already looking stacked. Impact Hard to Kill's looking really good. Rumble's going to be in Houston.
And freaking New Japan is going to kick the year off with 2 of the
God
best
damn.
shows of the year.
That's going to be a hell of a thing to preview. So
I wonder if every company has to look. I know what I laugh about is like I bet now the Young Bucks are like, is that how it feels to be on this side of this? Dude, they are not fair. That's cheating.
yeah,
What are the two? It's what 2 days again?
It's
January
January
4th and
4th and 5th.
What is that?
Saturday and it's a Sunday.
that's just perfect. It works out because it's always
Yeah.
January 4th and Saturday and Sunday.
And I was thinking like, don't lie, I'm considering skipping church. Just like it's like.
Whoa.
Blasphemy!
Whoa.
Hey, I'm dead serious.
Cut
I was
the mic.
like,
Cut the mic.
I was
Do not
like,
show this footage.
I was like, it's Sunday.
Why don't you just watch it in church?
Don't tempt me.
You're not going to tip.
Give me-
Because
you're
look,
giving him ideas.
I'll be like this. Oh my God! Praise God!
Yeah.
Praise the Lord! Go preach, Pastor.
It's a
Preach.
new
And then
day.
your wife-
Yes, it is.
And then your wife's going to be like, dude, I know, but no.
Yeah.
We're church.
Oh man! Oh yeah, because she'll be just as bad, especially if
She'd be
Lance
like,
is
she'd be like, what happened?
yeah.
What's going on?
Say, is that Lance? Is that Lance?
Did he win?
Did he beat his ass with the chair yet? Imagine that in
Oh,
church.
what?
Yeah.
I don't think she would say that at church.
No.
At church. At church.
Anyway.
At home. Definitely.
This has been a fun show.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay,
I'm
okay,
pretty,
cut the mic,
I'm
cut
pretty
the
sure
mic.
you're right. Hopefully.
Okay. This
You're
has
right,
been
you're
a
right.
fun
Like,
show.
go.
Stay tuned for weekend events. Over here we got Tommy.
Thanks, guys.
This is Mike.
Adios.
My beautiful wife Tina.
Hey, that's mine. Adios.
Sorry, take 2. Bye.
How y'all stealing each other's shit?
Literally just popped in my
This
head.
is the craziest show.
I was like, oh. Bye.
And I'm JC.
Bon voyage.
Peace out.
As always, heels and baby faces, remember, pro wrestling is real.
People are fake.
So if you want to subscribe to the channel, click right here.
And if you want to watch more WrestleCast videos, I got 3 words for you. Click right here.